Hi everybody! Today I wanted to share what I got on my day trip to Louisiana with my sister. I live in South Mississippi, so it's not a very long drive to get to Louisiana, maybe an hour and a half or so. But we've been wanting to go over and do a little shopping for a while, so I wanted to share the things I picked up on our day out together. We started out Covington or Mandeville? Covington. We went to Covington first. There's a street there that has a bunch of little antique shops. Lee Lane in Covington, there's like 3 or 4 different antique stores, and there's a vintage clothing store we went in as well. But I wasn't really looking for, obviously I was looking for dolls. But anyway, we went to a couple of different places. I didn't really see any dolls, unfortunately, that I could get. I saw one, I think she was a Patsy Ann, but it was very hard to tell because she was laying sideways in a cabinet, so I only saw the side of her face. And I said, how much for the Patsy doll? Because I knew it was one of the Patsies, but I didn't know which one. Composition. I'm thinking Patsy Ann because her cheek was a little bit more rounded. Pristine condition. I couldn't see any flaws. And the lady was like, $100. Do you want to look at her? And I was like, no, that's okay. I couldn't do it. I'm not saying she wasn't worth it. This is, people can set their own prices. But it was too much for me to spend on a doll. So, I've been wanting a Patsy Ann and a Patsy Joan. But unfortunately, I couldn't pay $100 for a doll. That would have wiped out me for a while. Like, I wouldn't have been able to buy anything else. I would have had to pack it up and go home after that. So anyway, one of the antique stores we went in, this place called Cottage Antiques, they had these bonnets, which I believe were handmade. And I think they're using vintage lace, but they're like recently made because they had a bunch of them. Like, somebody makes them to sell there. So I picked up 2. They had several, but I only got the ones that were colors. So first I got this one. Beautiful, beautiful lace bonnet. And I thought I would put that on one of my dolls. Like, I have Gold Medal Baby here. Yeah, about the right size for a composition. Gold Medal Baby's naked right now because I got brave the other day and decided to wash her clothes, Bubbles clothes. Bubbles naked right now too. And also Patsy. I did end up getting a Patsy Joan after the fact, and she came with clothes. So those 3, I got brave and washed all their clothes together. And it was very nerve-wracking because those dolls are all from the 30s. Which I did hand wash their clothes, and I was very gentle, but it was still very, very stressful. And some of the pieces need to be mended. I've got to buy some fray check to stop the fraying because it is old, crunchy fabric, and I just want to be very delicate and not screw them up. So, taking my time. Okay, and here's the other one. It looks baby pink, but it's got like a little bit more coral to it. You can tell it might have been like a lace curtain or tablecloth or doily or something, and someone made it into a bonnet. Here, Gold Medal Baby, you can be our model again. Gold Medal Baby might be a bit too small. Her plate is not very well attached. I found out after I took her clothes off. It's the wonderful thing about these antique dolls. You get surprises when you start undressing them. But that's okay. We're going to get her clothes back on her, so it'll be fine. Okay, and then the next place we went to a couple of places in Covington, but that was like the only thing I purchased in Covington. We went to Mandeville because we wanted to go to the Learning Express because they've been advertising that they had Squishmallows. Well, apparently they sold all their Squishmallows. They didn't have any. They had a couple of clips and the little Squishvilles. I guess, it is a smaller store and like a more upscale shopping center, so I guess they just didn't have the real estate to carry them, which is fine. So we didn't purchase anything at the Learning Express, but I think this Build-A-Bear was still in Covington. Sorry, I'm not from there. If it's outside of Slidell or New Orleans, it all kind of blends together for me. But I really wanted to go to a Build-A-Bear, and I knew there were a couple over in Louisiana. We don't have any Build-A-Bear stores near me. I've never been in a Build-A-Bear store. And unfortunately, the one that we found near where we were was in a Walmart, which was still a really nice store, just smaller. I mean, I still had a good experience. I didn't get any plush because apparently all the ones that I wanted from the website are online exclusives. So I just purchased some clothing just to get something from there, you know. I wanted to get a plush and get it stuffed and go through the whole thing, but they didn't have any really that I wanted to spend my money on, so I got some clothes. I grabbed this sleeper for my spring green frog Claude. So he'll have that, because right now he's still in the Peeps sleeper from Easter. My other two frogs, the tie-dye frog and the pink frog, they are in the Hello Kitty pajamas. So Claude needs some not seasonal pajamas, I guess. I got this little top. This is called the CC Star Tee. I have a little plaid skirt that's got like this color pink and mint, and I don't have a top to match it, so I grabbed this because I thought it would match the skirt really nicely. I grabbed this bow. I had been eyeing it on the website for a while. The bows are really cheap and they're really versatile. They just have an elastic band on the back, so you can put them on other things besides Build-A-Bears. And it was only $3.50. Like, their bows are very inexpensive and they're a nice little accessory. So picked that up. And then the last thing I got were these bunny shoes. I love bunnies so much. I couldn't not get these. They're so stinking cute. So maybe I'll put them with the plaid outfit. I don't know. So yeah, I'll have to post on Instagram a picture of these Build-A-Bear pieces on one of my plushies. Okay. What next? Oh, I only bought something at one more place. You know, we did quite a bit of shopping around, but I wasn't really finding a whole lot. We went to an antique store, I think was in Slidell. Yeah, we went to an antique store in Slidell, and they had a reproduction Patsy Ann doll that I really wanted, but since I was already wanting one and I've been kind of looking at them online and learning about them, I knew that F&B had released them from like 93 to 97 and that they were vinyl. And the one I found, I knew it was a reproduction from the 90s, and she had a dress and everything. It was really clean. When I carried her up to the front because she didn't have a price, the lady was like, "Oh yeah, she's $40. That's a fair price because she's composition." And I just wasn't going to argue with the lady. I wasn't going to correct her. I'm not that person. I'm going to let her think what she thinks. And like I said before, these vendors, they can price things whatever they want. And the consumer can say yes or no. But I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to be unpleasant. I'm just going to say no thank you and just go on with my life. It's starting to rain. I hope it's not too noisy. Okay, but we did go to the Goodwill in Slidell. Sorry, it's kind of a heavy rain. And that was amazing. We weren't going to go, and I was like, well, sure. I was feeling kind of bad about not getting those Patsy dolls that I had found and not spending $140 on them. I'm so glad my sister obliged me, because I was looking through their plush bin. I didn't find anything. They didn't really have any dolls. And I hear Jessica go, "Hey Gayla, look at this." And I walk over to her and she shows me this. Pyrex at the Goodwill. Not only this bowl, it's the whole set. Do you see this price? Do you see this price? $9.99. This is the Amish print. It's a very sought after print. The pink and the aqua are two of the most popular colors. I can guarantee you, if I were to buy this online, it'd probably be 5 times what I paid. Probably. Now the 2 middle bowls, it looks like they've had a few trips through the dishwasher and the pattern is worn off, but that's okay because the 2 bigger bowls still have it, and I only paid $10. So that was the find of the century right there for me. $10 for that Pyrex set. I still have to pinch myself. Like, I can't believe it. But I went to check out, and I just happened to look down in the little glass case they had next to the register, and I saw like some like crocheted something or other, and I said, hey, can I see that? Is that baby clothes? And the gentleman very nicely got the box out for me to look and see what they had. So they had pink, yellow, and white, and just like at the other store, I passed on the white. I left that for somebody else. I didn't want to be greedy and buy all of them. Does anybody else do that? Or are you just like, no, I want this, I'm getting it? It was these sweet little sets. Kind of like the one I had thrifted a while back, which Kitten's wearing. I'll show you. Finally found a body for my kitten doll. She's a big girl, so it took me a while to find a thrift store doll with the right size body. But that's my Madame Alexander kitten. She's kind of a pricey girl, so I bought a super TLC one. And yeah, that's like a toddler knit outfit that I got at the Goodwill in my town, and it fits her. So anyway, yeah, when I see these in the thrift store, I'm gonna buy them every time. I left the white one, so I left one for somebody else. But yeah, the yellow has 3 pieces, but I think the pink only has 2. But this one is a sweater. The pink one might be more of a poncho. I'll look at it in just a second. But it's got the bonnet, sweet little yellow bonnet, and the little yellow booties. One of my dolls is going to look so sweet in this. Oh no, it is a sweater. Okay. It's got sleeves. I was thinking it was a poncho. And it's got the hat. The bonnet. Now as you can see, this set was $3.99 for the 2 pieces, and then I think this one was a little bit more. Yeah, this one was $5.99, but it had 3 pieces. Still, I only bought 3 things, but there are 3 great things that would be expensive otherwise. So that was everything I bought on my little day trip out with my sister to Louisiana. Learned a little bit about myself. Apparently I love going to antique stores and seeing all the wonderful old things and all the beautiful antiques, but I do not like antique store prices. I will just go home and find it cheaper. Because I have since purchased a Patsy Ann, both the composition one and the reproduction, and I'll be doing a video on them. But the composition one I got a really low price on because she wasn't strung, so I have to string her. But the Patsy Ann, she's all together. I had to clean her, but you know, you pay a TLC price, you get a TLC doll. I don't mind. I'm not short on elbow grease. But yeah, long story short, that was my Louisiana shopping haul. So have you gone on a day trip anywhere lately? Have you done any cool shopping, any antiquing? Let me know down in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you matter. And the world is a better place because you're here in it, okay? Have a good day. I love you. Bye.